So with the change of plans of this week's video because of a surprise patch, KAZUYA actually got buffed, and there's some really interesting things that I'd like to talk about here today. I'll go ahead and spoil it. The character is definitely not S tier by a long shot, but he's got some pretty good stuff this time around. Let's go ahead and check it out. So I'm not going to cover everything because there's a handful of things that I don't feel is super necessary. A lot of them is just like bug fixes, fixing the hitboxes of some stuff. So if you want to see all the patch notes and for the other characters, you can find a link down below that'll see the current live patch notes. Right now, what I wanted to focus on is the moves that actually make the character better or worse. And there isn't anything that really makes him worse, but instead just changes how he uses some utility of moves. Let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing, and the most glaringly obvious that you've probably already seen as well, is the fact that down forward 1-4 has a completely different animation and is now -11 on block. As you can see, it's still a high as well, and a -11, so you might be thinking, why would I use this? There's no reason to use this, right? There's two different ways that you can use this move. Unfortunately, neither of them really being punishes, since down forward 1 is still 15 frames, you're not really going to get a good punish out of anything other than, I think, like Rage Art, and that's about it. Everything else you should be punishing with Electric. The really interesting thing about this move, though, is if down forward 1 hits, it's a natural combo into down forward 1-4. So you don't have to worry about someone blocking the second hit and punishing you for it. And it is only -11, so the chances of people punishing it is going to be pretty low. Especially right now with these changes being new. So what does this do? It doesn't give us the ballerina spin, but what it does give is a guaranteed forward 4 follow-up. As you can see, the damage stayed red the entire time, so it is a guaranteed follow-up, and to my knowledge, there's no way that they can tech this, and obviously they can roll when they get chances to, but I don't think they can tech this damage. And if you're wondering if it wall splats, yes, it still wall splats. Not only does it wall splat, because of the weird flying effect that he does now, if you far enough, it actually gets a high wall splat, so you can get even more out of it. Moving on to Heat, there's a bunch of moves that you can now do and not get the devil effect. Like before, you would have this laser effect and all that kind of stuff, but if for some reason you don't want to use it, you can just hold back instead, and it won't get the effect. Also, in the conversation of Crouch Dash 3, it now does chip damage, which is very specific, and I don't think it's going to be used often, but if for some reason you drop a combo and you hit them on block, they get chip damage, I guess. Back 2-2 1+2 has 5 frames less of delay, meaning at the very end of a combo, it's much easier to get to the wall and continue to combo. As you can see there, so it's actually more viable for a wall carry tool than it was before, which is pretty awesome. Because before it was really hard, and as you guys remember if you saw my combo video, a lot of the times the most you could get out of it was just a forward 2 or any long-reaching move. Now you can run up and get quite a bit more since there's less of a frame delay at the end. Going back to Heat moves as well, the parry you can now do from a while standing stance as well, so if you're crouched and you want to punish with it, you can. This move also added the ability to reversal, so any move such as parry or reversal or anything like that, it'll just break it, so it won't actually go through. Which is really nice. Being able to have a reversal break is really, really cool against characters like Leroy and Asuka and stuff like that. It's nothing super good, but it's just a couple of situational tools that's really nice to be able to have. And last but certainly not least, I wanted to talk about Crouch Dash 1+2, this move right here. So they made a lot of changes about this move, a lot of them really good. It does chip and is now +5 on block instead of, what was it, -7, -8? -6 is what it was, my bad. See, I barely know the frame data for this move because it was so not useful in any way. So what can we use with this move? Well, it's a great way to approachal with it because now because you're +5, down forward 2 is guaranteed if they press. So you can use this as a setup for an approachal and a mix-up tool. If they press, down forward 2. If they don't, hell sweep. If they duck, forward 3. It sets up a fantastic opportunity for those 3-way moves to try and punish people who are not respecting your moves. You can also set yourself up for other situations to get yourself even more frames, like forward 4. Or even sidestep 1+2. This move is actually pretty good neutral now, and something that I plan on using a little more often. I mean, you can do a lot with this. And that's not all, either. A really interesting thing about this, I haven't been able to find a combo from electric or any normal combos that don't require the wall that I can actually use crouch dash 1+2 and get more damage. However, at the wall, crouch dash 1+2 is actually the best way to get wall damage. Let me show you. Crouch dash 1+2 is a fantastic tool at wall because obviously if they're close to the wall, they're not going to have any way to move back, so they're going to be even closer and even more screwed for your mix-up. But not only that, it's really good at wall for damage. It is a little funky though, you do have to be pretty much back against the wall. If they're any farther, even just a little bit, for some reason they'll slide across the ground. I'm unsure if this is just a bug and they didn't mean it to do this and they want it to wall splat if they get anywhere close to it, or if it's just a way to kind of keep the move like not overpowered because it is pretty damn good. Even the double electric combo with down forward 1, down forward 2 that I usually do doesn't get nearly as much damage as just the fucking run up and do this on them. So 75 damage with 3 moves is a lot of damage, and reminds me a lot more of how Beta KAZUYA used to be. So that's pretty much all the good stuff about the patch notes. There was a couple of other changes to like hitboxes and a couple of moves where you could hold back in heat and you won't get like the devil laser effects and stuff like that. But again, I'll be linking those down below and you can check those out. And majority of the time, I don't really think that it's anything too crazy unless you're really trying to be like stingy with your heat. So I wanted to only cover the most important stuff, and this is what I felt was most important. What do you guys like about this new update? Are you upset about the down forward 1-4 change? Are you going to be using crouch dash 1+2 anymore? Let me know down below in the comment section. I'd love to have a conversation with you guys. Until next time, guys, it was a quick video, but next week I will be having my purple rank video and will be my first stream. I'll be streaming next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 1 hour after I normally upload like I have for the past 9 months. And I'll also have my Twitch link down below. I appreciate the support so much, guys. Thank you so much for 1,000. It really means the world to me, and I can't wait to keep making content for you guys. Apologies for another tutorial video, but I think it is very important for everybody to see the new KAZUYA changes and be prepared for what's coming. Thank you so much, guys. Good luck out there in ranked. Bye.